What up YouTube, it is Yuga, voice of the dragons, and I have a special video for you today. This is a topic I have been thinking heavily about for the last week and a half or so, and I feel like I finally have my words put together. So I wanted to dive into this topic of how do dragons show their love and how do they like to receive it. Now this topic was mostly inspired by someone in my circle, and they've been dealing with spiritual psychosis on and off for the last year and a half or so. Anyways, one thing that was a red flag for me and the spirits they were engaging with was how often and how frequently the spirits were saying they loved my friend. And in my years of occult practice and study, I personally haven't had too many beings tell me they love me. And I'm not saying that's a bad sign, but there was a certain kind of eeriness around the tone of how it was pronounced and said. And that was kind of a red flag for me. Now, in my decade of working with the dragons, I haven't really had them say, "Oh, I love you," or anything along the lines of that. They really affirm their love through their actions. They show their love through their wisdom, and what I have found to be the most truthful is the fact that dragons, they show honor when it comes to love. They honor you as if you were one of their own. And that's really how they show love, at least how I have experienced it. And I feel like this is a topic, I feel like this is something that is a two-way street. Sorry, not a topic, a two-way street. And I say this because how I show my dragons love is how I honor them. And I honor them by following Draconic traditions, honoring them by thinking of them in my day-to-day movements and motions. There's not much I do that is not involved with the dragons in mind. So some simple ways that you can honor your dragons. One thing that I feel is just one of the most basic things, but most fundamentally important to any of those on the dragon's path or anyone that does work with spirits, is offering a candle, lighting it in their name and honor. Simply, I just get a candle and say, I light this in the name of my dragon guardian. I say their name, I light the candle, and I offer that as a flame and a beacon for their energy to come through to this world. Another way I like to honor my dragons is, and this is something I can show on video, I like to make crystal grids with specific crystals. This is my crystal skull grid that I use with an organite pyramid. You don't have to be this expansive with your collection of crystals, but the fact that you're putting in effort, you're putting in your time, energy, and your resources to make something like this a magical item that is viable for the dragons to use. Stuff like that is what dragons appreciate and honor the most. Because they were condemned from this world many years ago, anything and everything that they can not get their hands on, anything and everything that is offered to them in service of their power is not taken for granted. The dragons have a strong desire to be a part of this world again, and this is why I'm making this video, is to help people create that bond as I have created a bond with the dragons. What's so frustrating for me on my path is so much of my path I have to divulge in secret. And it's just so frustrating because there's so much I want to share with all of you, and there's so much I can share, but I'm not allowed to at this moment for my sake and for my protection. In the past, I have shared secrets with people, and all of these people, every single one of them, have turned their back on me and stabbed me in the back. And so by the command of my dragon guardian, I am not permitted to speak on certain things or topics. So I'm really trying my best to make the best content that I can for the dragon community. I know there's not a lot of outlets of information, and there's very few of us that are actively engaged in creation or creator content, or content creation, however you want to say it. Sorry, it's a little early. But this is what I have to offer. And that is simply is, if you wish to love the dragon, honor them, and that is how they will receive your love. and vice versa. I will say I am more active on my Instagram account, so if you'd like to stay in connection with me, please follow the link in the description down below. I have more videos on TikTok. I'm starting to work more on creating dragon content more consistently. I have plenty of stuff on my Instagram account as of right now, but it's more posts and it's more post related and words. So if you don't mind reading, then there's that. But I also want to say I do have some dragon prayers that I will be releasing on YouTube very soon. I just have to create a format for them to be accessible for people. So it may be a short, it may be a video edited with some text and some phrases and some prayers put together. But overall, I'm just testing the waters and trying to make some new content for you guys so everything's more enjoyable for everyone. But if you really like my content, please consider giving me a subscription, giving me a like, or even leaving a comment. That really helps, and it really keeps me motivated to keep doing what I do. But I'll cut the video off here for now, and thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this journey with me, and I hope you have a great day. May you blessed be, and Draco Hicksund.